Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World for another foray into PV Uncharted. Man, we're starting off strong. Look at all these folks coming in. Lots of new faces, too, which is always outstanding. Of course, it is. And everyone, before anything else, I'd like you to welcome our newest moderator, Kevin Prolinsky. Kevin, I asked Kevin to help out during the streams, and he said he would be honored to do so. So, Kevin is our latest moderator. Welcome, Kevin. Appreciate you helping us out. Very, very much so. Of course, it's Sunday, and we are here with FF and Caveman. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
And this right here is our destination. Look at that big batch of coal. And our newest addition to the farm. Look at this truck setup Caveman's driving. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Needless to say, we're going to be blowing stuff up. Kaboom! And before we jump in too far, I want to catch up with everybody because, man, we got some great people dropping in this morning. Sprue, Michael Kennedy, Martin Salinas, T-Rex, Jordan the Canadian Kid, John Howarth, welcome, outstanding. Ray, Gareth Sullivan, I know I've missed a few. Grema Pierce. Is that Grem? Welcome to the stream. Glad you were able to get started, Graham, and the Ravenport walkthrough helped you out with that. Black Rock Gold, that's right. Sprue, Black Rock Gold. So the first thing I've got to do here is actually buy the land. We don't own it yet, but it's only 802,000. It's one of the cheaper plots, which is nice. So we're going to buy that bad boy up. And now the time has come to blow up some rocks. I'm going to pull this one straw bale out of the way because it makes things so much easier. Guys, grab some dynamite and just start dropping them into rocks. Just don't overlap each other. We're going to watch this one. Kyle, how you doing? Victor Cox. How you doing? Ye Gamer. I'm trying to make sure I catch all you guys. Doing well, doing very well. Now, the great thing about blowing up all these coal rocks is we don't need any kind of loading equipment just yet. That's the bonus because it drops these big 25,000 liter stones, these right here. So as long as we collect the stones and haul them back, we'll be good to go. Oh, there's one in there, Caveman. Maxim, how you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Well, come on. These are some of the longest fuses you'll ever want to experience in... Well, I was about to say Farm Sim, but you don't get to blow stuff up too much in Farm Sim, do you?
They just refuse to explode.
Oh, three at exactly the same time, and look at that. This one popped a diamond. Excuse me. A big honkin' diamond. Look at that thing. Well, if I ever get married, I've got something to give her. Wow, Mouse, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bud.
Hey, Mouse. How's it going?
Farming and explosions and a cup of coffee. That's right. What else do you need? Don't blow up on me.
Skip one. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Thought we were... Yeah, now you get two side by side. Oh, and it didn't screw up this time. Okay.
This is awesome. Harley. It's always good to have Harley with us too. Yeah, we saved up our dynamite for this one. Okay, you got that one, Caveman. I'll get the next one down. Wait for these two to go. Let me know if we get any more diamonds. That was a big honking diamond that came out of that thing. Look at that floating dynamite walking by. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
We believe in you.
FF, if you've already put dynamite in those two down there, you need to see it halfway. Okay. Apparently these are different than rocks.
How's that? What happened?
Because the ones all the way at the other end blew up without
Oh.
somebody being close to them.
Oh, okay. We've almost got these rocks cleared. Can we have fireworks? Maybe.
Need one more.
There is
Pick
a
a
I got
dynamite.
this,
there
I
is
got
a
this one on the very end.
there is a fireworks mod. There actually is a fireworks mod. Don't get blown up, FF.
Just imagine if those explosions set off that stack of coal, we'd be in a whole lot of trouble. Oh, Caveman almost got it.
You timed that just right, Caveman. Well, we only got the one diamond, but it was a 25,000 liter diamond. I'll take that.
Wow.
Wow. So there we go. That was 19 rocks we just blew up. And now we get to load all those rocks up on the truck. I'm going to try to put this thing back together. I'll probably screw it up. Yeah, that's good enough. Just enough to make sure the dynamite doesn't fall out. Oh, and I better strap that diamond in too, or I'll end up losing it. There we go.
Yeah, don't want to lose that.
Yeah. Probably a one-time find.
So just picking up these rocks, and these rocks actually you don't need super strength or anything to pick them up. They're not heavy. Just picking up these rocks, we're going to have almost 2 million liters of coal. So we may never need a loader to come down here. I'm going to pull the truck forward, guys. Man, that's a good looking rig. That's a really good looking rig.
It'll definitely get its money's worth of use.
And I will point out that it was Mouse who turned me on to this truck. And I got to tell you, Mouse, it's probably my favorite truck these days.
Definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, Caveman loves this thing. And it's hard to impress Caveman when it comes to mods of any kind.
Yes, it is.
What really impressed me about this one, probably the most, is the fact that they actually got the dynamic suspension right. It's not ridiculously bouncy or anything like that. It performs very realistically while still being stable.
What I like, it's got a ton of torque. This thing will climb almost anything. It's crazy how powerful this truck is when it comes to hills.
Moving the truck up.
Kyle, for the diamond, we can take the diamond to the bank and sell it. All right, go ahead.
You overshot it.
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Oh, there it is. You're bouncing along the road or along the ground.
Who know coal is bouncy.
Oh, some of these rocks are breaking up and filling the trailers. Look at that. That's cool.
Seems realistic, though.
Hey, Ray. Thank you so much, man. You guys are going to get a nice rock and roll hit here pretty soon, I think. Yep, there it is. The newest member of the Harv's World. What do we call? Did we ever decide what we're going to call you guys? I don't think we ever did. I don't think family works because everybody else uses family. Although you guys are kind of like family. I understand why people say it that way, but I don't want to copy everybody.
Well, might have to come up with a new word.
Yeah, we've talked about this in the past, and we just never seem to quite get there.
The Harv's World clan.
No, because that's kind of popular in the
Warcraft.
first person shooter community and Warcraft communities.
And I used a lot of the best names like homesteaders. Gosh, excuse me, guys. Like homesteaders and harvestonians for the member names.
Harv's Helping Hands.
Helping Hand is one of the member names.
Oh, right.
In there.
Man, these trailers are packed full. Are we gonna get all these rocks in there? We might not quite have room.
We'll
It's
figure
gonna
it
be
out.
close.
Worst case scenario, I'll drive it back.
You know, every once in a while I'll throw a Forrest Gump quote out there. Sometimes there just aren't enough rocks. That is not the case today. I'm actually getting a little bit laggy from all of these things.
Me too.
For once, I'm not.
Well,
Wow.
good.
That's good, yeah. Every other time we're not, and you are, so.
Oh, there you
We'll
go,
take
Mouse. Harv's Harem. Wait a minute. I'm not that there's anything wrong with it, but I happen to be very straight. So, Mouse, if you were a member of Harv's Harem, sorry, dude. You know, I'm sure you're an attractive man and all, but I just don't go that way. So maybe we shouldn't go with Hera, but it was a good suggestion. Just like the thumbnail says, Graham, it is PV Uncharted. DJ JD, how you doing, man? Bradley jumped in with outstanding. Bradley, good to have you with us as
Hello.
always.
Hello.
Oh, no, don't you fall out. That's right. You stay in that trailer.
Harv's homies. We only got about 4. Now we got 6 more. We're almost
Put
there.
them down here, probably in the back trailer.
Remember what I was saying earlier, guys, about we're going to have so much stuff stacked up around town that we're not going to be able to budge?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of where we're getting with these rocks.
Yep. I don't know if Caveman's going to be able to drive it back or not. Of course, if he's not having lag, though, by all means.
He says he's the only one of us not lagging out from all this on the ground.
Well,
Woo.
then you do you, Caveman.
I'm getting super laggy.
Yeah,
Somebody overshot one.
probably me. Oops.
Good thing we bought 2 trailers to go on this rig and the dump
Oh.
truck. That was a good suggestion.
Yeah, we'd really be in trouble.
I'm going to let you guys get that. I can barely move. I'm going to go get in my truck and start heading back.
Alright, just drop it right there. She should be fine.
Here we go.
Alright. Now to just slow this down so I don't have to worry about smacking into something.
You'll probably smack into like an invisible wall or something.
And another one, Optimus. Thank you so much, Optimus.
Welcome.
Optimus reached out to me recently and jumped
Welcome.
into the Harv's World Discord. Man, my frame rate's down to like 1. This is awful. We have got to get rid of those rocks.
Mine's at like 27.
Mine's 20.
Literally, let's see, 9. I'm literally at 9 frames per second. And this explosives trailer is all jacked up now. It looks like crap. We'll fix it later.
I'm gonna go slow so I don't lag completely out and hit somebody.
Too late. I'm already completely lagged out. I can't even turn. This is bad.
Maybe we should have done half a load.
I'm gonna end up blowing myself up with this explosive trailer just because I can't. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done it all at one fell swoop. Wow.
Well, now I know for next time.
Oh yeah, we know for next time.
I can't even move my camera.
19 explosions is too many.
19
Apparently
explosions
so.
is way too many.
Or maybe the map was so used to having all the explosives in the trailer now it feels weird.
Yeah, we need coal to run some of our industries. We also are going to have to start making a lot of concrete and concrete products. So farther out, maybe we'll go out and look at that once we get settled down. Sand. We need a lot of sand, and there's on plot 6 that we look at this.
Oh man.
I feel
We'll
like
see you back in town.
I feel like caveman all of a sudden. I might have to abandon my truck and just head back to just jump back over to the farm. I'll let you guys go ahead. Maybe if caveman gets far enough away, it'll stop forcing me to render all of that crap.
It might, but highly unlikely the way farm sim works.
That's absolutely fair. All right, I'm abandoning the truck. I'm going to jump to the farm, if it'll let me. Yeah, we made a boo-boo.
Live and learn. Live and learn.
Well, you got in just a little bit late, Bradley. Man, I just
a little bit.
I just upgraded my RAM too.
Surprises me caveman's not lagging since you're hosting the server.
Hey, I'm not questioning it. I'm just going with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Normally he's not lagging from this, but I am. And,
Right.
You know,
How's it feel to be on top?
weird.
Weird.
That is weird. I'm gonna see if I can even run a harvester. I'm still just lagged all to creation. It's bad.
If you're still lagging all the way back at the farm, we're probably going to have to get these off the map or something.
We've got to get them off the map. That's all there is to it.
Maybe you could show them what we did after the last stream.
Mm-hmm. If I could get that, well, between all those rocks and what we did between streams, yeah, and all of the pallets that we spawned that are sitting around now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That might help.
So FF, what you can do is come straight back to the farm and start hauling these logs and selling them off.
Okay. I'm gonna pass you on the right, caveman.
Okay.
So you guys saw that we picked up this tree harvester. Man, I'm in bad shape, guys. We've got to get something off this map ASAP.
Harv's computer is gonna blow up.
It's not even funny. I can't move. I can't do anything.
Oh, I know mine's getting worse because I'm in town now. So
Now my FPS drops down to like 5.
it's bad.
So we cleared this area to the west of Field 3. We purchased 18 and we decided, and we probably won't do this again because things are really in bad shape at the moment. And I apologize, guys. I didn't expect this. Um, we kept all the logs because we usually sell the wood between streams, and then you guys come back and we have a bunch of money. And we decided to keep them all and sell them on stream so you could see how much money the logs were bringing in. That was not the best decision. But then we didn't expect the coal to destroy us, or destroy me at least.
It didn't do this in testing.
No, we did not have this problem in testing, but then we also didn't have the truck with 2 trailers behind it.
Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tip what I can, because it's doing that break apart thing, into the industries we have that take it.
Please, by all means.
Hopefully that'll help get rid of some of it quicker, because I'm right here at it, you know?
I can see FF coming in.
I want to say my frame rate's up to 40 now, so whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I literally tipped about 4,000 liters of coal out of a trailer, and mine's up to 60.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up to 14. I can actually maybe function now. You know how
that's
to
about your normal.
you know how to operate that log trailer, right?
Yes.
If it becomes an issue, just let me know and I'll walk you through it. It should just be called literally auto load, like it's the Flegel auto load log trailer, something similar to that.
Yes,
And it's PC only.
It's a Flegel auto load log trailer. It's PC only, and it can be found on Mod Hub.
Oh man.
No, I'm still in horrible shape. My harvester's driving down the field without me telling it to drive down the field. It's just doing its own thing.
Now I'm having that issue where they don't want to break apart.
Well, don't worry about it. Just do whatever you can to get rid of those bloody things.
40, Roger.
Oh, and FF rolled the log trailer.
And I froze.
And I'm frozen.
Oh, never mind. I'm moving again.
Let's say I just spawned weird. Now I'm back to normal again.
Yeah, you don't drive that log trailer fast, FF.
Yeah, like 15 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour.
Well, we'll go get a tractor and try to flip it over.
Oh, I have no control. Like, this harvester's going down the field on its own. Although I don't think I hit helper, did I? Maybe that's what I accidentally hit the helper button. Oh, it was a helper driving the stupid thing.
Oops.
I just found out something amazing that I did not know.
And that is?
You don't have to crush it to put it in the glue plant.
It'll just take the whole rock?
It'll take whole rocks if you drop them on it.
Oh, that's good to know.
You may want to come over to the garage if you can make it over here, Harv. Something happened.
What garage?
by the animal dealer.
Oh, did we actually crack one of those things?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go see what we got. I was just telling Caveman the other day. I said, you know, by the time we get around to blowing those panels open, the stuff that's in there we're not even going to need.
Yeah.
I don't see anything open. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I see what they've done. So
What have they done?
he's got multiple panels in here, so as you blow things up, these will keep receding farther and farther back until you get everything out of it. Well, we got 200 liters of gold and a couple hundred liters of diesel and a few seeds, but at least we finally cracked one of these bad boys open. That's something anyway.
Something
Yes.
positive for the stream.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know on this map, these sheds here are blocked up with chipboard, and the more rocks you blow up, the more of those chipboard planks will come down, and you have access to the stuff that's inside. And then down here on this end of the building, where the animal dealer is, there's actually a counter to show you how many rocks you've blown up. And we are at 35 now after blowing up all those coal rocks. Have you got that truck righted yet?
No, I do not. I couldn't pick it up with super strength, so I had to go get a tractor with the front loader.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't even know why FF was coming. I don't know how he even got the truck here. Because this isn't towards town.
Did you go the wrong way, FF?
Yeah, and then I lagged out. Next thing I know, I tried to slow down to turn around, and it flipped.
Okay.
I Sharkoed.
Well, at least you didn't Sharko my truck.
I still can't bloody move to do anything worth a darn.
Okay. I'm gonna start trying to hand unload these things because they don't want to tip out of these trailers easily.
Whatever you can do to... I don't even care if you delete them at this point.
Yeah.
I'm actually not joking.
I can't do the delete function.
Well,
Come on, you took the last one. You
I
took
got-
the last one. I'll take this one.
I got the truck unattached from the trailer.
Okay.
Really, you're not gonna take this one. You took the last one.
We're begging
That's it.
for mercy.
Okay, now the glue factory doesn't want to take whole rocks.
Yeah, FF is going to start getting classified with Sharko, I'm afraid.
Oh, lovely. It's full.
Well, we've got a silo to put that crap in. Let's get it in the silo. Please, for the love of God and all that is holy.
I'm working on getting it there. I'm working on getting it there.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. You better put a weight on the back of that FF. You aren't going to do crap with that tractor on this heavy trailer. Yeah, that's what we really need to do, Jordan. I probably should have done that. I should have done that before I got the truck off of it. Now we can't unload it. The real problem is just the fact that I can't bloody move on the map right now to do anything.
And I'm
Otherwise,
barely moving.
I would have had this up and running by now.
You can still undo the straps because it's not auto-loaded. It automatically places them
Yeah.
on the trailer. So you could.
But then the
manually
logs
undo
are
each
still
strap.
sitting on the trailer rails.
At that point, you can actually grab it with super strength and tilt it and get them to fall off. So.
Okay, big note to self. Don't keep anything extra on the map.
Yeah.
At least not to this extreme.
Exactly. Not to this extreme.
Uh-huh. Now I'm frozen.
I'm not frozen, but I'm moving very stuttery.
Me too.
And of course this one strap just has to decide it wants to be a pain.
I'm coming.
Why do you... There it is. Well, now you get to hear what the wood sound mod does for you. Ever so slowly. The straps are coming off. Don't even think about touching this trailer with that tractor.
Yep. I'm finally back on plot 18.
Maybe that's why my frame rate dropped to 1.
You told me to get him in the silo.
I
I'm headed to
know.
the silo.
I know, but I was just like, what got close to me now that I can't move again?
Oh, yeah, I can see the closer I get, the lower my frame rate gets.
Well, the problem, Sprue, is that yeah, it's FF's mess, but it's causing me a nightmare to do anything on the map right now, and that does not make for good streaming. So I'm trying to help get it cleaned up as quick as I can so that we can get back to the business at hand. For the love of God. I can't get this last strap. It won't let me. Nope, not going to let me do it.
See if it'll let you tilt it enough to get enough of it off to get it upright. Because if it's a strap on the very, very end, it shouldn't be grabbing all of them. It should only be grabbing like part of them. Might be enough that you can do it with super strength now.
I can't. I don't have enough control. My frame rate is crap. I can't even touch anything.
You want me to leave this here and try to see if I can help?
No, I want those rocks off this bloody map.
Okay.
Please, for the love of God, it is funny. It's stressing me out. I will be completely honest and own it. Uh, but looking back on it, it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, hey, if you got the front loader over there now, why don't you try to grab some of the logs with the front loader and pull them off the trailer? Then maybe you can use the front loader to ride it. You will get some of the weight off of it.
I honestly do think I'm at. Now it's still saying I'm 9 frames per second, but I don't think it's that high.
Well, what's coming through on stream looks like about somewhere around 12, actually.
Well, I just managed to move the trailer a little bit. And there's still an awful lot of logs attached to that trailer.
Looks like that last one's got a lot of those logs.
And this is me moving without being able to move. Ed, how you doing, man? Welcome to the 1 frame per second stream. If I wanted to take screenshots, oh, this is what I got to try to get in position of in some way to do a screenshot with FF in the frame to show what his mess is.
I'd smile if I could.
There we go.
Well, I see the overturn. I'm close enough to see the overturned trailer on my screen.
This episode of this episode of PV Uncharted brought to you by 1 frame per second RAM. Well, it looks okay because I'm not trying to move. That one strap FF has all those logs on the back stuck in there. Until we can get that one strap free, we're kind of hosed. But I couldn't get it to trigger for me.
Oh, I think I just got it.
Good.
Nope, nuts. No, I didn't.
Oh, I sort of see Caveman rolling by with his rocks.
We now have a disliking for coal.
No, we don't have a disliking for coal. We don't have a disliking for timber. We don't have a disliking for anything except having too many things spawned on the map at the same time.
Yeah. Too much at one time.
And I really hope those rocks will go directly into the silo the way that they were on other things.
I hope they do too.
Trailer tossing, that's right.
Bradley, you should still have another month before you have to pull pumpkins.
Depends on whether it freezes or not.
Yeah. Pretty much as long as you get them in before the first freeze of the year, you're good.
But see, he just a couple weeks ago, he just had his first bloom.
There we go.
So, yeah, they
Got
are
it.
gonna be a little late. Might have some nice small pumpkins.
Little tiny, decorations that you can put out next to your big carved pumpkin.
I got it unstrapped.
All right. Oh. Oh, you've almost got it. Now rotate that sucker. Ah, no worries, Sharko. We know you're it's always questionable for you. No problem. Hey, Lancyboi. Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
Hello.
Austere company. Lancyboi, welcome to Har's World. Nice of you to drop in. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go.
Anybody in the stream who doesn't know, Lancyboi is one of the preeminent map makers out there. He does some really good maps. You should look them up sometime. Good stuff. And I think, isn't the most recent one you're working on the Ohio farming one? You're going to want to make sure you unload the last of those logs before you start auto-loading them again. Optus, that's right. That's right. If Sharko were here, this wouldn't have happened. So it's his fault. It's all Sharko's fault.
well, if one of y'all has that sorted, it is taking them, just the whole rocks,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Oh,
It's-
you
yeah.
want some help to unload them?
Yeah, it might be a little bit quicker to get lag cleared up.
Oh, Wisconsin. Okay. So Wisconsin's your most recent one. Didn't you do an Ohio one recently though? Maybe you completed that one. And I'll tell you what, I've been working and making videos and streaming so much I don't have much time to catch up on social media anymore. Well, there was a bit of a stream. Is there anything? Oh, yeah, there's plenty left in here. I'm going to start throwing these rocks. Get them off my bloody map.
The trailers keep filling up with coal.
They're unstable rocks.
They're very unstable rocks.
That's the one, Lancyboi. Yeah, American Life of Farming. That was the last one I remember hearing about. So you got a Wisconsin one coming out. Are you holding off at all until FS22 comes out? You know, are you just prepping maps now because we're only about 6 weeks away or a little bit less, or are you still just going to be pushing FS19 stuff out? Slowly but surely, my frame rate is returning. The more of these rocks we get out of here, the sooner we will.
Have better frames.
Yep.
Oh, I'm back up to 40.
I think with every rock I toss, I get like an eighth of a frame rate back. Outstanding. That's one of the things that I keep telling the folks who follow my channel is, you know, the hard thing about playing 22 right out of the gate is going to be the lack of mods and especially the lack of maps that are available. But I figured guys like you and Oxygen David and Alien Jim and Kaz64, you know, the map makers that we all tend to follow would be on top of that in a big way. So good to hear. Now I thought I had heard that you guys don't get any special access to the modding tools or information any sooner than anybody else. Is that true? Do you have to wait until 22 comes out before they'll give you any updated information? Coca-Cola? What, Sharko? Oh, now I'm stuck on that train. At least I can move now. Hallelujah. We're back. We are back.
Glad we got you to a point where you could move again, Harv.
Yeah, now I'm trying to figure out what FF's doing over here. I'm still working on getting those reloaded.
Trying to figure out how it works.
Oh,
Well, it
good.
keeps switching between pile 1 and pile 2, so
It'll do that. Make sure
it'll do that. You just have to keep tabbing it back and forth between the two.
And now your pile 2 is so high, if you turn the corner at any kind of speed, you're gonna just tip it all over again. Look how overloaded that is. That's funny. Oh yeah, you're in big trouble. Gonna get this tractor back out of here. Oh, okay, I understand. Well, it's unfortunate that the modders don't get a little bit of early access so they can start. I'm sure Giants wants to show off their work before they start showing off everybody else's, though. Man, that coal was just a killer. And
It was brutal.
it was truly brutal. Wow. sorry for the massive hiccup there, guys. I think we're back in business. Hallelujah. Yeah, Sharko, you tipped FF's trailer. What's up with that?
set me up for failure. I see how it is.
Oh yeah. He just had to totally set him up for failure.
That's okay. I'm the only one that can make it look graceful.
That's right. Sharko is upset because you're taking his place, so he's sabotaging you.
Yeah. Typical Sharko.
So I have a question for Lancyboi. If you had to judge for yourself, what would you consider your best or most successful map? Because there's a bunch out there. You have done a lot of work and put out many maps, and everybody's going to have their favorites. I just wondered, as the maker yourself, what would be considered your favorite map? We're going to get some good sunflowers off this field. This should be a good harvest. We need them for our chickens. Hey, Abigail Bayless, how are you doing? Apparently Abigail's rooting for you, FF. Is this somebody that you know? I've never seen her in the stream before, but we're happy to have her with us.
Yes, it is. Hello.
Selby Farm FS17, but for 19 it's Western Australia. Somebody was just telling me in my Discord that I need to do an Australia map for the world tour, so maybe I need to take a look at that one. I wasn't around for 17, so I don't know about those maps. But I will definitely be looking at Western Australia when my world tour series moves on. Very cool. Thank you. Thanks for answering that question. What about you guys in the audience? Those of you who have played them, what are your favorite, absolute favorite Lancyboi maps? And you guys didn't realize when I made the episode title "KABOOM" that what we really meant was blowing up my computer.
Even we didn't know that one, guys.
It's totally what it was. The plan all along was to blow his computer up.
That's right. We were going to put so much on the map. We were going to see if Harv could just be completely stalled from playing whatsoever. Surprise! It worked. We got a vote from Kevin on American Life of Farming. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I did see a lot of the screenshots, and it looked really, really good.
I was genuinely impressed with it.
From what little bit I played on it, I did enjoy it. It looks really, really amazing. But just didn't play a lot of it. Don't have really a lot of time to play other than this, so.
Yeah, Ye Gamer likes country life, and you know that is one thing with Harveswold. We get a lot of brand new players here, so guys, if you're looking for good maps to play, this is one of the best map makers out there. He makes very, very good maps. Just look for Lancyboi. Anybody know off the top of your head or want to look and see how many maps does Lancy have up on ModHub these days? And unless I'm mistaken, his maps are always available for console players as well. He does not lose out, or console players don't lose out on Lancyboi maps. Bradley Chellington Valley was Oxygen David, man.
All the coal is in the silo.
I'm right up about 60 again, so that's good.
Am I remembering this correctly? Was Stone Valley Lancyboi? Because that was hugely popular for a long, long time. I hope I'm not miscrediting that. I know there's a farming agency edition. Outstanding. I never got a chance to play that one either, but Stone Valley, that was a huge one, especially for the guys who love big farming. You know, big equipment.
I love that map.
Large fields. Stone Valley, guys, that's Lancyboi.
I still play on that map from time to time.
There you go.
Cotton harvest is not fun on that map.
Cotton harvest on any map with massive fields is not fun.
Yeah. And that one I did like. It was one of the first maps that I played that had more than base game crops. It has onions and carrots as well.
I think it also has alfalfa too, doesn't it?
I'm not sure on.
Well, there's a farming agency edition of Stone Valley that will include all of those carrots, or yeah, carrots, onions, alfalfa, clover, all of that stuff. You know, that's part of what farming agency brings in and adds to the maps generally for their animal system. A bunch of different grass types too. Maize Plus. Basically, it's, you know, they're, when farming agency takes a map and adds to it, they're adding Maize Plus into it. I'm really interested to see what folks are going to be doing. You know, the modders and map makers are going to be doing for when FS22 comes out. I feel like they're going to have a lot more options, a lot more powerful tools to use, and I think we're going to start seeing. I mean, we see some amazing things already, and with the new stuff they're going to have access to, I imagine we are going to have some spectacular places to farm in 22. Really looking forward to that. Now, caveman, make sure you write down something like. Then there's the first load of wood going in, 80,000.
Write down something like
Something like, don't blow up 19 rocks at the same time.
I'll have it jotted down in my notes. I already have it jotted down in my notes. Let me rephrase that.
Excellent. What's my next adventure? I don't know yet. We have not discussed it. We don't usually start. We don't usually start even looking into what we're going to do next until we're within maybe half a dozen streams from ending a map. Yeah,
Because
it.
if we
Go ahead, caveman.
because if we start looking into it too early, it starts to kill our motivation for the map we're currently playing.
That's a good point too. Yeah, you start ramping yourself up. No, man, this looks great. We can do this, and we start thinking about the new map, and then it's like, yeah, we're kind of sick of this one. Yeah, Lancyboi, the American map that they've shown off for FS22 does look really, really good, doesn't it? I'm interested in a lot of things, like how is seasons going to function in that game officially. I mean, you know, we know what they've told us, but until you get in there and start messing around with it, who knows for sure, really. Um, and I'm really intrigued by their production chains too, and it's nice to see that they've added those in. Really nice to see the production chains coming in. I think it's, you know, I understand it's farming sim, but at the same time, production chains give you a purpose besides just making money.
It also adds more depth to the game.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying, you know. When you've got something that you're working toward instead of just selling your crop for cash. And I think a lot of people are with you on that, Bradley. I think a lot of people will stick with 19 for a while. They don't want to pay premium price for a game. I mean, on any other game, I absolutely hold out for 6 months and wait for the initial price to drop off. You know, I don't jump on a bandwagon unless there's something particular spectacular about it. But yeah, I was surprised by that too, Lancyboi. Although I heard that they hired somebody directly from Realismus to head up the team that added seasons to FS22. Do you remember hearing about that, Caveman?
I remember hearing about that as well, but I don't know how credible the source was because it wasn't a Giants direct source.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But also, to be fair, I mean, people have argued because seasons started up in 17, right? Realismus started in 17 with seasons. And people have been arguing ever since, why isn't seasons part of the base game? Because obviously, seasonal issues are a big part of farming, so having seasons in a farming simulator just makes sense.
Yes, another big thing that's part of farming is ground deformation, which I wish they'd add, but that's probably not happening this go around.
I mean, I doubt there's any way we'd ever know, but I wonder if Giants didn't in some way just buy the intellectual property from Realismus to be able to add. You know, it's very possible to avoid any type of a lawsuit or. I mean, Giants probably, because it's their game, has the right, once you offer them a mod, they can kind of use it however they choose, but you would think they would still try to be fair to the modding community. I know the modding community has had their differences with Giants from time to time. I have not seen, I mean, I know of cattle and crops, but I have not looked at it. They have really nice terrain details in that game, though, huh? I don't disagree with you there, Bradley. In fact, I've said for a long time that I wish the whole aspect of farm equipment and the wear on farm equipment had more depth to it. Because the way it stands right now, it's kind of cheesy. It's like, oh, well, there's wear. I will go and one click fix it and be back on my way. It's going to cost me a few bucks. You know, maybe random breakdowns, or at one point in time I had like a whole idea plan laid out, but I've slept since then.
Random breakdowns, different part failures, individual part wear.
You know, like when your tractor gets to so many work hours on it, you have to have it rebuilt, which is still cheaper than buying a new one, but then even the rebuild, you don't ever get back to 100%, that kind of stuff.
Actually being able to do a full-on motor swap in them, that would be cool. You know, like repowers and stuff in the base game. I think that'd be pretty cool.
So now we're going to do a whole farm sim mechanic simulator. Not that that wouldn't be awesome, it would be.
Well, I mean, most farmers have to know quite a bit about mechanics of their equipment in order to get it fixed, or have somebody hired on that does.
Well, and that's exactly right. Especially on smaller farms, you know, they can't afford to have a full-time mechanic. They have to learn how to do that stuff themselves. Ooh, that's a good one too, Lancyboi. Yeah, tire wear. That would be pretty spectacular. You start losing
That
traction. That's a good suggestion.
I do remember a while back seeing that somebody was trying to figure out how to make that a thing for 19, but I don't know if it ever went anywhere. Heck, that was probably 9, 10 months ago now.
But then, for the longest time, nobody could figure out how to script a movable sleep trigger either, and that finally got solved here in the last few months.
Right.
Maybe they've got it, but they just realized that 22 is so close they're going to hold the tire wear script until next time around.
That's a possibility.
Here's hoping. That's such a good suggestion. I'm a little disappointed I didn't think of it myself. It would probably require, where over so much time, maybe even based on machine hours or something like that. It would just start swapping textures, but when you swap the texture, you would also have to change the XML coding for traction. That's what I would expect to see anyway. Sunflowers are almost done. Our harvesters hold so much now we almost don't need a chaser bin for this.
You get that right.
And don't forget, when we do the wheat field, we need to make sure that we have straw swaths enabled, because we really plant that for straw more than anything else.
Right, I remember that. And you got that strip coming back up the middle of the field, right?
Oh, that little strip off on the right? Yeah, I'm coming up the middle of the field. I'm probably.
Okay, I'll grab that one on the right.
Yeah, I might run out of room before I get to the end. I'm at 97% now. Don't get FF in the chaser. FF's going to be hauling. Actually, it looks like he might be pretty close to.
Are you about a load and a half? I'm on my second, or loading my third load.
Okay.
After reloading one.
I think there was close to 8 loads on the ground.
8 loads?
Yeah, I think it's about what was laying on the ground.
He's talking like he's only got 1.5 loads left to do.
Unless there's another pile somewhere.
Yeah, I just ran out of room.
If you've got, there's 2 piles.
If you've got room, Caveman, you'll have to grab this one, the rest of this one.
I'm only at 53%.
No,
if you want to go dump and swap over for...
I will do that. I'm going to run straight over to the silo.
Not even going to hit the chaser, but it's laying right there.
Optimus, you need to start on Area 19. There's a reason he's got it highlighted. You need to have Area 19 in your arsenal before you do anything else. And yes, I'm going to cut through this hemp field. And once you have 19, you can pretty much add whatever else you want.
From looking at some of the files in it, it kind of looks like when you buy 19, it actually unlocks the ability to blow up the rocks. Like it's somehow coded in there to where that's part of the blowing up the rocks.
Where what's part of blowing up the rocks? I'm sorry, I missed it. I was reading.
The ability to blow up rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Is why you need 19 to start.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you.
It's like the rocks are attached to 19 regardless of where they are on the map.
Hey, Peter, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Thanks for dropping in. The word is lag. But not anymore. We got it resolved.
It was a mutual breakup.
And it just keeps getting better the more wood that FF sells. So we will not be holding wood on camera anymore. But you guys get to, I mean, we were at 188,000. We're already up to 342, and he's still hauling wood. So just wanted to give everybody a chance to see just how much money we're making off of forestry on this map.
And you too can be rich.
No, it was bad, Peter. It was, ask any of the guys, it was really bad. I was down to about 9 frames per second. Couldn't hardly move. It was miserable.
Matter of fact, we still got our explosives sitting up in plot 6.
No, that's right. I gotta go get my truck later.
And you couldn't drive your truck back.
Nope.
That's how bad it was.
So, yeah, we blew up, what, 19 coal rocks in total? And each one yielded 4 rocks
Yes.
that you could pick up and move.
Except for the one that had a diamond in it.
And that yielded 3 and a diamond.
That diamond is sitting out there in my truck. Somebody's going to come along and steal it.
Don't give Sharko any bright ideas. You saw what he did with $18 million.
Right?
Oh, don't. Oh, man. Okay, good. I about tipped it.
$18 million and about $10 million worth of equipment.
And he come back with a scooter.
Yeah, don't tell him, but I sold his scooter. I want him to come in one day and be looking for it. Hey, where's my scooter? Well, I sold it and took the money.
You still owe me, buddy.
Yeah, you still owe me $17,998,000. Oh, he's still watching, darn it. I totally dropped the ball on that one.
I didn't know he was still watching. I hadn't seen him pop up in chat.
I know, right?
Normally, if he's not on stream, he's, but watching it, he's blowing up the chat.
Yeah, there's another 80 grand. I should be able to. No, I can't do that.
You starting on the south side of the field?
I am starting on the east side of the field. Let's do that.
Okay.
We'll do that.
East end of the field on the south side.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll hit the north side.
Selling these logs, we're getting paid to get rid of lag.
Can't beat that.
No, you can't.
Phase Laser, welcome to Harv's World. Happy to have you with us, man. How you doing? And I don't think I've asked, how is everybody doing today? You guys having a good weekend? I don't know about anybody else, but I have a much needed long weekend. I'm off tomorrow as well. Hallelujah.
My sister gets fall break tomorrow, and what do I get? Work.
I didn't even know you had a sister.
I don't claim her.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Is that the girl that lives in southern Indiana? Or in Indianapolis?
No.
Well, you're from southern Indiana, so you never can't tell about these things.
Yeah, I hear you. That's the truth, too. We do be known for our craziness.
Oh, that's right. Happy Thanksgiving to all of those Canadian viewers.
Oh, yes. Happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
Thanks for spending your Thanksgiving with Harv.
Absolutely. Okay, once we get this wheat field harvested, I'm going to grab a plow and. Or, I don't know, what do you think, guys? Should I do it or should I let Caveman do it? Because we know what happens when Caveman gets behind a plow.
I'll do it.
I was just thinking, Caveman's gonna not be very happy if you like go off a line. So
Should I let Caveman extend field 3 there, the one we just harvested sunflowers for and we cleared all those trees for?
I'll do it.
I know you'll do it. I know you will. I'm just trying to decide whether I should let you or not. We'll have field like 10 miles into the trees. He's like, "Well, I plowed around every tree. We can work around those. We can plant around those trees." Are all sisters a pain? I don't know. I like my sister. She watches too, so I have to say that. No, I really do like my sister. Well, Gary,
Hey,
on Yukon, we had a 260-acre field. Remember Caveman's Folly?
Thought it was 260 hectares.
Oh gosh, no. It was not 260 hectares. It was 260 acres, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember. I just remember the number you originally said was in hectares, and then we had to convert it.
All right, all right. Well, everybody's rooting for you, Caveman. They're like, let Caveman plow that field. So done.
All right, I get the plow field. Yay!
The people have spoken. Caveman's plowing out the new field.
I'm sure glad somebody enjoys plowing.
Who's
Plowing is relaxing.
who's rude to who, Abigail? I like plowing too. I like making new fields. I really do. I don't know why, or even merging fields. I just enjoy it.
I'd say grass work would have to be at the top of my list for farm sim. That's why I like Erlingrat so much. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Forgive me.
Then why are we the ones constantly having to mow our big meadow over there?
Because I'm never here on Wednesdays. Seems like every Sunday I come in, there's 1.8 million liters of silage.
Well, we don't. We almost never mow it on screen anymore because it takes so long, or on stream
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, look, now Sprue's just trying to antagonize. I'll bet Caveman can't make a field bigger than 260 acres.
Oh.
Throwing down the field size gauntlet.
We got some more trees to clear, boys. A lot more trees to clear.
Maybe that's what we do need to do for a grand finale. Just put everybody in a Trek 600 and clear the whole map of trees and then plow it all into one big field.
Here we go.
Smooth it all out. Knock all the mountains down, everything.
No. We got to plow right over top of them.
Oh yeah. We'll get our
Plow
mechanic
right over top of it.
fix a plow up for us.
You wanna try to plow up the side of a mountain.
Why not?
Might as well, right?
I've seen somebody do it before. It's not pretty.
Yeah, as long as it works, it don't have to be pretty.
Turkey. I often wonder why we don't serve turkey more often. I mean, I know they're big and kind of cumbersome to cook, but still, turkey
Can't go
on
wrong.
Thanksgiving.
Roasted turkey. Mm-mm-mm.
That's funny about that. My sister cooked turkey last night.
Really?
Yep.
Was she practicing for next month, or just felt like is she craving turkey?
She's craving turkey.
Gobble gobble. Well, that's a personal choice, Bradley. Cheating money is a personal choice. As I always say, it's your game, play it your way. If you just want to get on and farm and muck around with equipment and not have to worry about the financial side of it, be my guest. Personally, I find that incredibly boring. I like the challenge of having to earn my way up to things.
Say I have two different maps. I have one for that, and then I have one that I actually play legit.
FF, Abigail says you're rude to your sister.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. I am rude to my sister. At least he owns it, right?
The pile by field 1 is gone.
Russia got hungry and cooked turkey in Greece.
Nice.
Well, I can tell you I like the ability to cheat the money in order to test stuff. Makes it a lot easier for testing purposes.
Well, and for content creators especially, you want to do a video to show somebody how to use a piece of equipment or do a process of some kind. You don't want to have to play the game for a week to earn enough money to be able to record your video.
Right.
So, but like, what one person considers cheating, another person deems perfectly reasonable within the limits of the game constraints. Field flipping was the early way people would cheat in money. They buy a field, harvest the crop, and sell it, and then sell the field back, because you don't lose any money on the field when you sell it, whether it's got crop on it or not. I personally would never do it. That feels awfully cheaty to me, but other people are like, well, the game allows you to do it. It's a viable game mechanic, and they do it. So, it's your game, play it your way. I'm not here to tell you what is or isn't cheating. You're the one who paid for the game. Have fun however you want to have fun.
Even if that means breaking the game.
And that's Caveman's real goal in life, breaking the game his way.
I think that's been his Discord status for what, 3 months now, Caveman?
That's been my Discord status since I figured out how to set a custom status.
Fair enough.
Well, that's a good question too. Just, leading into something else, but with the holidays coming up, we're not far. Anybody got any big plans for the upcoming Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays, New Year's? Anybody even thinking that far ahead yet? I know I'm not, but that's just me. That doesn't mean everybody else isn't.
I know I'm going to enjoy my days off.
Who doesn't enjoy their days off?
Right.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty nice work week for me. I get Monday off and Friday off. So I have a 5 and 4. What's what I call a 5 and 4 work schedule. 5 days 1 week, 4 days the next, and it still works out to 80 hours because I work 9-hour days. And so every other week I get Friday off. And the holiday just happens to fall on the same week as my week where I get Friday off, so. Bradley, yeah, that was Aaron Holbert, the Indiana farm girl out there on the Indiana-Illinois border. Yeah, she's doing fine. She's posting videos. Like I said, I don't know her personally or anything. I just follow her channel. Ray, it would be hard work. As you're a truck driver, you haul food. I was just telling somebody recently how much I hated doing. We used to do deliveries, dry van deliveries to food warehouses, and man, those union guys really make it hard on truck drivers. Optimus is working 7 to 3 and on call 24/7. For some reason, I was under the impression you were retired, Optimus. I guess I was mistaken on that. 7 to 3 is a nice work schedule, but being on call 24/7 would get old in a hurry. Is that the last of the wood, FF? FF, can anybody hear me?
Just a little bit left.
Okay, well, we've already made 380,000, 370,000. So that's just to show you guys exactly how much money, and we've only cleared a small section at the end of field 3 there. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I confused moving to Florida with retiring. My bad, dude. I apologize. Unless you're on a map that specifically requires you to use poplar for something, I would strongly advise you to not grow it, Graham. It's really kind of a valueless crop. It doesn't have much because what happens when you harvest poplar, it just harvests wood chips. You can make more money off of straw than you can wood chips. But in order to grow poplar are trees, and you need a tree planter to plant a field of poplar. Oh, okay, Ray, I gotcha. Well, when we used to haul to grocery warehouses, you'd bring in a 53-foot trailer with 48 pallets on it, and those guys would force you to depalletize and restack everything onto their pallets. Like, it was brutal. You could spend 10 hours in a grocery warehouse repalletizing everything. That was one of my least favoriteest chores ever. Yeah, like this map, we were running poplar for a while, but this map will take poplar and make diesel fuel out of it. Most maps won't do that. Most you're just selling off the wood chips. That's another thing that I wish FS would start doing too, is making more types of animal bedding than just straw. Because wood chips make fine animal bedding. And it doesn't make sense to me that, wood chips and straw aren't interchangeable in that way. And that's true too, Ed. Yeah, some truck drivers They're like, I'm a truck driver. I'm not a loader. Probably depends on whether you're union or not. And see, then those truck drivers would hand off their loads to trucking companies to go deliver to the food warehouse. And I've done a lot of curbside delivery on, especially for the company I drove for a while had a delivery contract for Starbucks. We every Monday we had to deliver to the local Starbucks around town, like 7 or 8 of them.
Oh my.
No, thank you on that one.
Yeah.
I don't like having to touch the freight that I haul if I ain't got to.
Nobody does.
I don't mind chaining. I don't mind chaining down or strapping down, but
Well, a lot of times the truck drivers we get at our grocery stores are commissioned, so they're like, "Let's get it done, let's get going," because they're getting paid by the mile, and
Well,
that's hard
yeah,
anymore.
if they're running long haul, then they're being paid by the mile, and while they're sitting, they're not getting paid.
Right, and I can understand. Like I said, that's hard because they're always talking to me, and they're like, "Well, we'd like to get paid by the hour." They said because it's rough anymore getting paid by the mile.
Oh, yogurt buckets. That sounds good. Well, truck drivers have always been paid by the mile.
Hmm.
They ever bring lumpers in to unload, or do you guys strictly have to unload for them?
Usually they unload themselves. Usually it's we get a Pepsi truck and
Oh,
grocery
okay.
truck.
That's the last of the wood.
If I can get it in the right spot to get this back half empty.
So that's basically $400,000 worth of timber we just took over there. We were short on cash. We have no shortage anymore,
All right, that was the last of it.
and we are just finishing up the wheat harvest.
Okay.
Just go ahead and drop that trailer back over by where you found it initially,
Okay.
and you might just go ahead and bring that truck over and hook up to these chaser trailers because we're going to tip our wheat in, and you can go deliver it to the silo. Do we need scanning or anything on these fields?
yes, we need scanning. Probably need to check the pH as well. Probably need to do some work on the pH as well. Yes,
Okay.
we need pH as well.
And do any of them need plowed?
Only
Well, the one does, of
only the
course.
one
but-
caveman's going to be well.
It doesn't
Caveman.
require plowing, but I'm going to plow the whole thing so it's all in the same cycle.
Well, you go ahead and start working on expanding the field and get that done, and I will start plowing the rest of it. And then when you get done with the expansion, you can help me finish plowing it out.
Okay.
And then FF can grab the milling machine since he'll have those 2 trailers and start collecting up all this straw. If
Sounds
he
like a
would.
plan.
If you would be so kind as to take care of that, FF, we'd very much appreciate it.
So, when am I putting the milling machine on?
Oh yeah, you're gonna need a tractor to
You're
do
going to
that.
need the case.
Okay.
The small case, not the big one, the small one.
Oh,
Okay.
so you could probably just drop that truck, grab the case that's parked right there, and use that to haul the trailers. I'm pulling off caveman, so
Okay.
come on. I hit the wrong button again. Stupid helpers. I just totally jacked up this straw. Oops.
It's okay. That thing probably pick up what 2 rows at a time.
Not the
No.
milling machine.
No. You pick up one row at a time.
No, somebody doing food deliver, like an actual food delivery, like DoorDash delivering delivering somebody's dinner. They slipped and fell. I'd be mad. I'd be really frustrated. There goes my tip. I've never used anything like DoorDash, and I can't imagine a reason why I ever would.
I would like to try it, but my town is way too small for it. I think 4,000 people is the population. So I don't have those kind of luxuries.
Your town's bigger than my town.
Closest thing we've got is parking at the McDonald's and waiting on them to bring you your food out.
They actually bring your food out?
Yeah, there's a couple parking spots dedicated to that. That somebody will actually walk out and bring you your food instead of you going in.
Do they not have a drive-through?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They just don't care.
A lot of times it's really not for that. It's for overflow of the drive-through most of the time, but it's not really what it's for. So this is going in the silo.
Yep.
Okay,
So does the straw.
understood. So the case will pull one of these.
Yeah, you can just leave them hooked up. It'll pull both.
Yeah, it'll pull both.
The little tractor that could.
What is it? It's 261 horsepower or something like that?
That's exactly
wow.
what it is.
That's modest for that size of tractor.
Yeah, for a base game tractor, I've always said
Yeah.
the best deal in farm sim, if your base game is the K72, is it 7240?
I just 7200 series. That's just what I call it.
There you go, 7240. 7200 series. Whatever. Oh, good. We're gonna put more rocks back on the map.
Wonderful. Just don't blow them up.
I don't think it's always about what gets blowed up.
Not always.
Kevin's wife works for a restaurant. He's good. He doesn't need delivery.
There you go.
He doesn't need delivery. He's got DiGiorno. I guess he never has to worry about whether his wife is a good cook or not. I don't think she'd be working for a restaurant if she wasn't.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna question her anyway.
Probably not.
Actually, I talked to Kevin for a little bit on Friday. Had a nice little talk, and yeah, I mean, not only does she work for a restaurant, she's the head chef, bottle washer, and manager too.
Wow.
Nice.
And if I remember correctly, what he said, holy crap, have some scrap metal, Batman. Like literally 4 pieces popped out of the ground all at the same time.
Yeah, it's probably remnants of a Sharko.
That's remnants of that trailer you rolled earlier.
That was over here. Nice try.
No. You don't get to blame everything on Sharker. You haven't worked with him yet.
I did
That's
once.
that's exclusive to Caveman and I.
It's sacred, he says.
Sacred. The sacred Sharko bashing. You too. I really like these tractors.
Where is the milling machine at? It's probably by the.
Now don't forget, Caveman, we do need turnaround room down at that end of the field.
It's a little close. We can always cut a couple extra trees.
Fair enough. Yep, there will be rocks in FS22. That is an absolute. But I think you can turn them off. I don't think
Yes, you
have
can.
to. And I'm pretty sure I also saw that the smaller rocks, they're gonna have a roller that you'll be able to go over your field with the roller, and it will just press the small rocks back into the soil. I'm almost sure I saw that.
Yes. And there's 13 different ground textures, so I believe they said there's a completely different texture that looks like the planting texture now. I don't remember what it was.
I remember them saying that there's going to be a difference between a cultivator, a disc harrow, and a power harrow. They would all do different, like, it'd all show up different in the game.
That's good.
So they still function the same way. It's just the soil texture's gonna look different.
No, they actually have different functions.
Oh wow, okay. Because I mean, so if you genuinely plow a field, you're generally going to go back over it with a cultivator to break up some of the big dirt clods before you try to plant over it. That's my understanding, anyway.
Yeah, you're either going to go with a cultivator or something like that. It just depends on how big they are and how hard they are.
So that's one of the things people will do for soil conservation is do a full-blown plow because it keeps the soil in bigger chunks, and the chunks aren't as prone to blow away the topsoil or dry out. And then after the winter or whatever, they will come back and run something smaller like a cultivator to break all that up and prepare it for a seed bed.
Smaller chunks of dirt, the less times you're going to stop and unclog your planter discs.
That's a possibility also. Were you able to find the milling machine?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Just right where I figured it was. It's the ideal speed on this. It's not super fast.
Oh, Bradley, autonomous tractors aren't anything particularly new. I mean, you can get an autonomous tractor in FS19. It's basically using the helper script to run it.
And they're modeling some ones now.
The thing that really surprises me is that, and we've said this many times before, but that they're not including GPS. Like, I don't understand that at all.
But yet they can put manual transmissions in tractors.
Right?
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, is a cool feature and it's realistic, but I would think I would focus more on a used feature than something that somebody would probably rather not have. But, you know.
Well, nobody drives manual transmissions anymore anyway, unless you're driving heavy equipment.
Hmm.
It literally used to be a car would come with a manual transmission. If you wanted an automatic transmission, you had to pay extra on a new
Well, now
car.
it's well now it's like that for autonomous driving on Teslas.
Well, now
Oh,
Times
it's
have
and
changed.
now it's exactly the opposite. Every
yeah, you
car
pay
comes with
more.
an automatic transmission, and if you want a manual transmission, you have to pay extra to have it installed.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think every tractor has to have GPS. A lot of your small tractors wouldn't ever have it. In fact, I don't think in real life most small farmers use GPS because my understanding is it's very, very expensive. It could be anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 just to have it added to a tractor, and then that's just having the equipment. The real expense comes from connecting it and utilizing the actual signal. If anybody knows for sure what the cost is to run GPS for an hour, I'd love to hear that. Ed, do you have a black eye for that one? That's right. Kangaroo starts, Peter. That's absolutely right. Did you guys catch that? Ed said my wife asked me to teach her how to drive a stick, and I told her to get a broom. Oh, okay, that leads to another question. Are you guys going to participate in Halloween in any way, shape, or form? And if you are, what are you doing, and what kind of costume are you interested in? Now, I agree, Kevin. I absolutely agree with that sentiment. I'll be happy with what they give us. That doesn't mean that you can't have a wish list, though, you know? But you just have to be prepared for the fact that you're not going to get everything you wish for.
I don't know specifically about GPS, but I do know with some of the autonomy tractors, with programming and stuff like that, that use software to connect to, like a server or something. Sometimes those are cheaper if you self-host the software, which you're going to pay a little bit more up front, but you're not going to be paying as much over the long run.
FF, you are always so generous. Thank you, man. Thank you very, very much. It's always appreciated. Big shout out to FF, everybody.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
Such a good guy.
Such a good guy, FF. You're such a good guy.
Optimus. That's hilarious. Yeah, FF, thank you very much, man.
You're quite welcome.
Optimus says about the broom or about the stick comment or the broom comment. My wife might be watching, so that was not funny. In parentheses. That was really funny. And a new subscriber, the average Dan. Dan, how you doing? If you're watching the stream and subscribed, maybe not. It's very possible that just happened on channel, but welcome to Harvestville. Glad to have you with us. Oh, I wear my costume every day, FF, by the way. I walk out of the house and people tell me that it's still a month from Halloween.
I can't rip mine off. I tried. Everybody tells me it's not true, but I'm gonna catch heck for that comment later, but that's okay.
So who is this young lady that's in chat, FF? It seems like she's somebody that you know.
That is the girlfriend.
Outstanding. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right now she's going, you gave that guy $50. You could have spent that on me. No, I'm sure she's not like that. Oh, I'm sorry, Ray. I am sorry if that's the truth. Man, this field is going to get pretty expensive.
Field's going to get expensive. What do you mean this field's going to get expensive? I'm not even doubling the size of it.
Expansive.
Oh, I'm not even doubling the size of it because there's trees in the way.
I got the milling machine. You want to come down there?
I don't think it's going to take care of the trees. But when you do get done with that, I would like you to
collect rocks.
Yes, collect rocks.
And I guess you're back on the bottom again. You're starting to lag.
No, I'm not. But I also know we got to do this whole field, and
There's
it will start to cause lag.
I'm getting a little stuttery. In fact, if you wanted to take a break from collecting that straw and grab that other trailer to collect rocks, that would be cool.
No, I can do that. That's a good idea.
Caveman, do you want to? Ye Gamer is asking specifically about our plow here. Do you want to tell him about it? You're the one who brought it to us. This plow brought to you by Caveman Customs.
It's not one that I brought. I just cleaned it up. It's an international plow. It's a ripper plow. And I can't remember what it was. 8 meters wide.
I think that's right.
I don't know. I'm not looking at the XML file or at it in the store right now, so give me a minute.
And it is very horsepower hungry.
Well, where do you find the mod, or can the mod be found?
I found it on Facebook originally. It's an International Harvester 55 chisel plow, and it's 8 meters wide. Requires 120 horsepower.
Man, that's a low horsepower requirement for a plow.
And if you're in the Discord, you can also find a link to the cleaned up version in Discord.
That's right. The Harv's World Discord is always free. We're growing pretty nicely. I think we're about to push 150 members now, so it's a really good place if you have questions, need advice, want to know about a mod, or if anybody's ever seen a mod. We have many helpful people in there. And just friendly people. Good place to hang out. If I do say so myself. It's casual, Discord servers, the way they go, it's everybody jumps on a Discord server and then they all go play their games. And then, for a few minutes in between a game or whatever, they'll pop in and respond to questions and whatnot. Oh, Bradley. You don't have to have a girlfriend to be a fulfilled person. You don't have to have a significant other to have an enjoyable life. It all depends on what you choose to prioritize. It's not the end of the world.
No, it's not.
I've had several, and I'm actually at this point in my life just very happy to be on my own. Very happy to be on my own.
know, my coworker is married and he spends more time at work, so I think he's feeling the same way you are. We don't open till 8, so he gets up there around 6:30, and
Yeah, there are plenty of people out there who find, good partners, and they're very, very. I mean, my friend Marilyn, I just talked to her yesterday, in Australia. Marilyn, if you're watching, she met her partner Julie about 25 years ago. They talked online. If you can believe this, over 20 years ago, they met each other online. They chatted for about 3 years, and Marilyn decided to up and head for Australia, and they've been together ever since. And they are just the sweetest couple you ever wanted to meet. I've talked to both of them now, and they absolutely adore each other, and um, it's a beautiful thing to watch. Actually, I haven't had that look in my life, but I'm happy that they have, and it's not my priority. So it's all in what you make of it, man. You decide for yourself whether you're going to be happy or not. Oh, I know, Abigail. I just joke around. I know you're not like that. I'm just a joker by nature. I try to keep the conversation moving forward, and I'll interject little smart alecky comments from time to time. Not trying to disparage you, dear. I'm sure you're a very nice girl. Otherwise, FF wouldn't wouldn't have you with him. And we're happy to have you with us too. It's good to meet you, actually. Um, Mr. Swede, how are you doing, Mr. Swede? Things. The good word here is lag. You missed the hard part of the stream. Lucky for you, you missed all the explosions, unfortunately, but you also missed the massive frame rate drop that we managed to create. It was brutal.
I have to step away for a minute. I will be right back, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see it. It's just every been married and could say I'm happy single. So, well, some people it works for, others it doesn't. That's life, man. That's people.
Yep.
Now Bradley used to do Halloween as SpongeBob SquarePants. Nice. Oh, there you go, caveman, right there. Optimus met his wife on World of Warcraft, and now he's been married for 10 years. Very cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
Caveman was a big, big World of Warcraft guy. I think he still plays from time to time, but not as dedicated as he used to be.
Nowhere near as dedicated as I used to be.
And I know Kevin has a very happy marriage. Like I said, sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. Wow, Mr. Swede, you work today like I do. Look at that. We've got our very first red channel member, Mr. Swede. His badge just turned red. That's outstanding.
That is outstanding.
Very cool.
Should be a few more to follow in the next couple of days.
Yep, there should be a few more to follow in the next couple days. And then I think they start getting longer from there.
Yes, I think they do too.
If we ever get somebody with a gold one, I will be A, ecstatic, and B, incredibly surprised, and C, dramatically grateful.
Well, I gotta say, kind of cool that she was a healer.
There you go.
But I'll tell you something. Never date a chick that plays a hunter.
Why is that?
I can guarantee you if they play a hunter, they're gonna be crazy.
Mr. Swede, the longer you're subscribed as a channel member, your badge will change colors. So this should be your third month of Harv's World membership.
Right. and at some point it goes from months to years.
Right. I think the first 3 are in months, and then the next one will be at 6 months. Then it goes to a year, and then I think it goes to 2 years, and that's where it stops. I think that's right. I get turned around and start my next pass. I actually should be able to look that up. Yee Gamer, you become a Harv's World member. Click the membership button and sign up. Never required, but always very, very appreciated.
Her
Uh
alt was a hunter.
oh.
Okay, at least her main wasn't a hunter.
Everybody needs a good healer. If you're not already playing one, you got to have a good healer.
Oh yeah, especially if you do raids.
Let's see if I can find that information real quick. Oh, okay. So it goes green, blue, red, gold, a full-blown Harv's World logo, and then the 2-year one is the Harv's World Atlas logo. But I don't know how long it takes to get there. Man, we should. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of aquamarine pop up today. We should be pretty darn close to having a full rack of aquamarine.
You're getting close.
And what is
Field
diamond?
expansion complete.
Outstanding. I'm real close to being done with this whole field. Diamond. So diamond is selling for 4,600. What's 4,600 times 25?
A lot.
Well, that'd be 46,000 at 10, so double that, 92,000, and half again. That's well over $100,000 worth of diamond right there. In fact, what if,
You said it's 4,600.
yep.
Okay, 4,680 is the target sell price.
Oh, then we're at a good price. That's a good question, Bradley. My favorite Christmas movie, personally, is A Christmas Story. I love A Christmas Story. I can never stop watching that, and it cracks me up every single time. Since I've got this diamond, and I need to get my truck back anyway, I figured I'd jump back out here into the woods and grab my truck. We'll go sell that diamond. Since we're at a good target price for it right now. There's another rock back here that probably ought to get blown up, but we don't own the land, so we can't blow it up. That's right, Optimus. Fragile. Must be Italian. I think that says fragile, dear. Oh, right. Yep, Christmas Story is the best. Love it. Okay, here's the bank. We've got our diamond. We've got a good price. Look at the size of that rock. $115,796. Excuse me.
My
What?
original character back in the alpha release was a rogue, and that was my main up until the Death Knights came out. Then my main became a Death Knight. And my alts were a shaman and a druid.
My original main was, I'm pretty sure it was a warrior, but the character I loved playing more than anything was a dwarven hunter. Man, I had a lot of fun with that hunter.
You know, I gotta ask you, Optimus, did you roll Horde or Alliance?
Oh yeah, Christmas Story was shot in Cleveland, or the house is there anyway. Well, man, we are at 1 o'clock already. Check that out. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the audience today. You guys think we should keep going, or have you seen enough PVU for one day? It looks like we're probably gonna be planting up a new field. We got to get it all limed and scanned first. Then we can decide what crop we want to put in there, and probably the same on another field. But otherwise, I think our work here is mostly done. I know there are some people who are going to say, "We'll just keep going, 24-hour stream, ha 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 ha." I know how that goes. I'm going to ask. I can stick around for a while. I mean, if the fellas can.
All right. I ain't got nothing planned today.
If everybody's done, then the first vote comes from Kevin saying just keep it going. Come on, man. I like wearing this. I like having this blue wrench next to my name. I want to see it for as long as I can. Just joking, Kev. Again, I appreciate your help, bud. Really do. Spuds. Yeah, we're really caught up at the moment. We put coffee in this field. This is coffee. This field over here is hemp. I don't know what we're going to put in the big expanded field 3. And I don't know yet what we're going to put in field number 4. We've kind of got everything we need. Oh. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. If I can
What are you gonna do?
If I can find one of our trucks, that's what I'm going to do. I have not watched Christmas with the Cranks, I will be honest. Optimus can't figure out how to get the money to buy what? I'm afraid I'm not understanding. I play, there's really only one answer to that question. Both. Extra cheese and extra meat. How could you even wonder?
Yeah.
When given the chance to add extra cheese to anything, always add the extra cheese. When given the chance to add extra meat to almost anything, always add the extra meat. Oh, lot 19.
Except for at Taco Bell.
Well, Optimus, if you're setting up a new map on the server, I would strongly recommend putting in easy dev control and giving yourself enough money to at least start with one plot of plot 19, unless you bought something else and then decided later to add to it.
I'm back.
You're back.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay. Okay, welcome back. You collecting them rocks?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Is
I'm getting the straw off the field.
All
is
right.
is the debate over whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not? Would you consider that rabid? I mean, it's a movie told at Christmas. I don't have a dog in this fight one way or the other. But I don't see where it would be
don't
open
either.
to such rabid debate. Oh, fair enough, Optimus. I get you. It's been so long since I played a map from scratch because I always do a little bit of setup before I get going, but that's usually because I'm trying to tell some kind of story. That and that's only during the setup. Everything else is honest, straightforward play.
Well, if you don't own Plot 19, my advice would be do contracts, because I do know that the two fields that on 19 have contracts on them. That could help you get the money.
Or whatever. I mean, surely you own at least one plot, so start cutting trees on that thing. Even if you have to do it with a chainsaw until you can build up.
You see how good wood pays.
Oh, yeah. Now do you know what I'm doing, caveman?
Looks like you're buying cattle.
Oh, you must be doing full-blown start from scratch, only a 500,000 to start. That would be rough action.
Some maps are just a little bit hard to do that with.
Uh-huh.
Get you a one-row hand plow. Walk
You're
around
starting
and sprinkle some seeds and
Yeah, how are you going to start anywhere if you can't own a single plot? That's going to be seriously rough.
yeah.
Do contracts that you can own a plot.
Yeah.
That's really your only option, or cheat the money in.
Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's a great suggestion too, and I wish it were, or I hope they would add something like that. If not this time, definitely in the future. Well, instead of start from scratch, you could have started as farm manager, Optimus. You should have had like 1.25 million to start with, so you would have had enough to buy a plot and have a couple 100,000 left over. So I would start farm manager instead of start from scratch. Now we're starting to get a few cows.
Just a few.
I'm not done yet.
Well, remember, we gotta have money to be able to keep growing the farm too.
I'm the one that's always reminding everybody about how much money we do or don't have. Yeah, we'll have plenty of money to keep growing the farm. We have like 17,000 acres of trees. It's like printing money.
Legally, of course.
Well, actually, it's I don't mind forestry, but it can get very tedious and be really hard work. Even with auto load trailers, it can get tedious and be a lot of hard work.
Especially if you got the bucking tree harvester. Some people may remember that.
I was bucking the tree harvester on Friday when we were cutting all those trees. Or
Anybody
are you
remember
talking
him
about the
bucking
little
the
one?
little one?
The little one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why does it when I go to like empty a trailer, it like glitches out my fill levels? Weird.
It's because of the amount of stuff on the map, like the amount of stuff that's programmed into the map.
Gotcha. I just never seen it before, so I didn't know. I didn't know what FF broke this time.
Oh, Harv has seen it. I've seen it. It's about the only thing we've been able to come up with.
Started breaking this time.
I saw you coming. I was like, I don't know about these guys. I gotta, I gotta stop before I die.
Yeah. Hit something that will give. Don't hit something solid. Here's your words of wisdom for the day. If you ever get in a car wreck, hit a bush, not a tree.
Oh, I already,
They're still.
already spent
That's
the
awesome.
diamond money I play. I don't know yet, Eric. We have not looked into the fish farming aspect of this. I'm not even sure how to make that happen, if I'm completely honest. We've been researching far too many other things. And haven't looked into the fish. We should experiment with that a little bit and see if we can't make it work. I'm just not sure how to do it. If anybody has information, if I wish Mouse was still around, I bet he could tell us about fish farming. He's farther along on this map than we are.
A lot further along.
And he could probably tell us how to do it on scale.
Mm-hmm. But bum bum. You and Ed Reed need to get together and go bowling.
Oh yeah, there's your daily dad joke there, Ed.
He got a couple in early, so
As I say, I think he was the one at the beginning of the stream asking if I had any jokes. At the time, I did not.
that's a great question, Michael. One that I've been asked many, many times. I'll tell you, as new farmers go, you can't go wrong with Pacific Northwest. It's a very good map that has a lot of alternative on it. Like if you want really big fields or bigger fields, it gives you those. But then you start smaller, so you can work on smaller scale. It has some unique challenges in that you've got some really long, windy roads and the like that you have to contend with and learn to drive up and down. And it's got really, really, really obnoxious traffic on it. Very aggressive traffic. But it gives you all of your options, and it is a very nice map. A lot of times I will point new players toward Alien Gym maps. The reason that I like maps made by Alien Gym, gosh, excuse me, guys. Alien Gym maps always have little extras built into them, and a lot of extras on those maps will help you make money a little bit quicker so you can advance your farm. Like the one that I really played a lot of was Mercury Farms. And on that, you can haul water, you can haul manure and sell it to the greenhouses. You can haul diesel fuel and sell that for a little additional profit. You can abuse that a little bit and make money too quickly without actually farming. But Mercury Farms also, he does things like where he all of the fields are surrounded by shrub hedgerows like you would expect on a UK style map, but there's a trigger on the map that he has built in. If you go and basically flip a switch, all of those hedges come down. They all disappear. But you can always turn them back on, or the other thing you can do is on that map, he has it so that if you only want to take out certain hedges, you can go in with a chainsaw. There are some posts built into the hedges. If you chainsaw the posts, that section of hedge will come out.
You can also use a stump grinder on them.
You can also use a stump grinder on them. So I like Alien Gym maps for new players. Lancyboi stopped in for the first time ever today. It was really good to have him with us for a little while, and he makes really, really, really strong maps in a lot of different places. Everyone was really talking up his map, American Life of Farming. I have not had an opportunity to play on that one myself, but everybody makes it sound very, very good. Oh, Optimus got in a dad joke that's actually pretty good. Two men walk into a bar. The third one ducks. Have not seen that map, Bradley. A DJ modding map that when you cross a border, you're actually getting notified that you're passing a border.
Yeah,
Right on the Canada-U.S. line. That's where the
Oh,
map is at. I don't know if
interesting.
it's out yet or not. I just remember seeing something about it.
it is not out yet.
And Eric, that's absolutely true. Some maps are so massive that they are really designed for multiplayer. You really, really do need to be playing multiplayer to get the most out of them. Like Yukon River Valley. If you're playing that map
Yeah,
solo, you've got way too much time on your hands.
Yeah, that's definitely a multiplayer map and a beefy computer map.
Oh, yeah. Um, yeah, I hear you, I play. I absolutely hear you on that one. Okay, so who's working on what here?
I'm gathering straw off the field so we can start replanting.
I'm just getting equipment out of the way for now, unless there's something we can do.
Did you get all the rocks off the field?
Yes. Affirmative. Still needs to be scanned, don't it?
Yes.
Okay, I can.
That
do
field
that.
needs to be scanned, and the field I'm getting the straw off of needs to be scanned, and both of them need lime.
I was just grabbing the tractor to hook up the scan. Well, we do have two scanners now.
Yes, we do. But I'm also using the other scanning tractor for getting
That's
stuff
fine,
off the field.
I'll grab the lime.
Don't start liming the field 3 that we just expanded until it's been scanned.
Yeah.
Field 4 you can lime before it's scanned if you want.
Just lime over the leftovers.
Yeah.
Okay. And this farm all will do it, right? Use our spreader.
The farm all will use the sprayer but not pull the spreader.
Okay.
That spreader that has the lime in it is just a little too big for the farm all.
Fine.
You're gonna need one of the bigger cases.
Yeah. The smallest tractor we own that'll pull that is the one I'm using to get straw off the field with.
I was just about to say something silly like maybe we need to buy a new tractor. But we have the big cases. There's nothing wrong with running the bloody lime spreader. That'll work. That's good enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the console players are really looking forward to cross-platform on FS22. Totally understand that. What's going to be nice too is I don't think I was talking about this recently. I don't think PC players are going to be quite as restricted. Because PC players are going to be limited to the mods that consoles will handle. I don't think PC players are going to take too much of a hit on that because they're adding a lot more mod building functionality into 22 to my understanding. So consoles are going to have access to a lot more of the mods that PC players generally have access to also.
The
Eric,
real thing it's going to start to limit is going to be branding. That's
Yeah.
what's going to limit.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to have a Ford truck or a Chevy car or a Lamborghini or a BMW or some mod like that that's not Giants approved. But otherwise,
You might be able to have Lamborghini.
oh, because of the tractors, that's right.
Lamborghini makes tractors. They might have Lamborghini tractors. If they do, it's the same company that makes the car.
Right. Just a sister company.
And they are going to have methane-powered tractors in FS22, which will be a byproduct of the biogas plant. That was announced Friday.
You'll probably still have to be a biogas executive in order to utilize the biogas plant.
Probably.
Are you getting ready to lime there, FF?
Yeah.
I'll grab the big one and lime. I'm done now.
Sprue,
Okay.
I will tell you. If I wanted to, right now, I could push a button and run us up to $999 million in 15 seconds. Or less. However fast I can type in $999 million and hit the enter key. Yes, I can do that right now, anytime I want.
But is he going to?
Not at all.
No.
And
Where's that other scanner at?
it should be in the barn by the house.
Okay.
I can run the whole length here. It's not a big deal.
Well, it was mainly because I've got I don't want to accidentally get lime somewhere that hasn't been scanned.
Right.
That's the biggest reason.
Well, you don't cheat it in, Sprue. That's the whole point. You have some self-control and you don't utilize those cheats. That kind of functionality comes with easy dev control. Shoot, I'll show you right now. This is the easy development commands panel right here. And it gives me options to cheat in all kinds of stuff. I can add or remove as much money as I want to. I can throw whatever I want to in as much quantity as I want to directly into my silo of crop. The point is, like I was saying earlier, if I'm going to do a series, I need to be able to do some setup, and what I don't need to be able to do is play the game for a week and a half in order to get set up for the series I want to do. So, you know, like Caveman and I probably spent 6 or 8 hours setting up this map for the first time, bringing in the equipment that we wanted to start with and show off, get everything ready and set up, and then FF, you did a lousy job picking up rocks on this field. There's still a lot on here. And then you set yourself to, because what did we start with on this? Was it like less than 50,000 or something like that? It was pretty
I
low.
think so.
And then you set yourself to the money you want to start with, and then you play it straight from there, which is what we do. Have you seen us cheat money in FF?
No.
Caveman?
No.
So you control yourself. You don't use. Yeah, straight back behind me, FF, there's like a ruby or something sitting in the field.
My bad.
All right, Optimus, take care, man. Take care. Thanks for joining us. It was good having you.
Great having you here.
Yeah, and that's I mean, if a player wants to cheat, whether it's on console, on PC, I mean, Mr. Sealy P does the same thing, and anybody who follows his channel knows he is strictly a console player. But he knows how to add money, and he knows how to take it back out again, so that he can do setups and whatnot. And like I said earlier, some people don't want to play for the money. They just like to get on and drive the big equipment, or play around, or build a world, or whatever, and they don't want to be limited by having to earn every dollar to do that. I personally prefer the challenge of having to earn the money that we make beyond setting up initially. As I said earlier, it's your game. Play it your way. Oh, we're still here, Mr. Swede. For a little bit yet. We hit the 2-hour mark, and quite a few folks wanted us to stick around, so I figured we would get some more work done. This is stuff we would be doing off camera anyway.
Got the last little edge of this field, Harv.
I saw you coming up behind me. You're scanning and liming at the same time.
Yep.
Excellent.
Made the most sense to me.
Sprue, not offended at all, man. None whatsoever. Please don't take it that way. I certainly didn't. We're not. It's an honest question. Honest questions are never offensive. I better slow our time down a little bit.
Yeah, we can run into nighttime because we're streaming longer. You don't.
Yep. Mr. Sweet's got a couple of burgers. Kicking back, watching Harv's World. Man, I could use a couple burgers right now. I'm getting hungry.
I am too. Hey, Mr. Swede, you ought to bring burgers to me and Harv.
Oh, that's right, Eric. I apologize. You mentioned that Mercury Farm sounds like kind of an introduction into production. It's not quite production like. You're kind of right in the fact that you need to have some equipment to haul diesel fuel or manure or whatever. But it's more, you load up at one point, take it and drop it off at another. Although that's kind of production like, isn't it? Yeah, you might be making a good point. That's an interesting question too, Michael. Has anybody seen a modder that's working on any type of actual fruit crop like bananas or papayas or tropical stuff?
Not that I've seen.
How much straw did we end up getting off this field?
Uh, 2.5 trailers.
Oh, good.
I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Swede. I'll be waiting for you.
Me too. I think I know why I'm getting hungry. I've got a a batch of refried beans in the slow cooker, and man, the smell is really starting to get to me, I think. Refritos. Ooh, rubber trees would be interesting. You know something else we haven't really nobody's even really considered, but would be kind of cool is crops like mint, where you know a lot of times when they harvest mint, they'll have a processor right there with them at the field that starts cooking it down, or a press that starts pressing the oils out of it.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
There are greenhouse mods that do some of those things. You're right, Bradley. But it's not quite the same as running the equipment and actually physically having to do the job. Most of the greenhouse mods, generally speaking, and I say generally, just pay you on the hour. No, I play. No, no, no. I always have my burger with a side of lasagna. So, or I always have my lasagna with a side of burger.
Sounds pretty good. I could go for lasagna.
Oh, Kevin, you're killing me. Garlic butter chicken with fresh fries. Although I think he really means French fries. Either way, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, either way, it does sound good. I ain't gonna lie, y'all making me hungry now. Might have to make a call up to Old 26 and order a burger.
Let's see. My burger options here are McDonald's or McDonald's. So I won't be having any burgers today, but it's all good. It's good. It's good.
My options are Old 26 or drive half an hour. And, in half an hour, that's, Burger King, and Old 26 is way better than Burger King.
Scanning is complete. Oh, there you go, Peter. Breakfast any time of day is good. You can never go wrong with breakfast food.
Coffee's good any time of day, too.
Oh, absolutely. No, not right before bed. I'd never sleep. Wow, 4 egg McMuffins. That's impressive. I like the sausage McMuffins without egg. I don't know why. I just like the sausage, cheese, and a muffin.
Y'all can have all the McDonald's y'all want, because y'all ain't gonna catch me at one.
That's because you're like allergic to it in some unusual way.
Something to do with their grease.
Oh wow, that's cool, Michael. If we ever need real life fish farm information, Michael Herring has it. He's been in charge of that stuff in the past. That's pretty slick.
Well, if we get to fish farming on this map, we can figure out how to get that going. We'll hit you up for all the info you got.
That's right. Oh, now what am I gonna do? Well, what crop do we want to put in our new field 3? Our new extended field 3. Anybody have a suggestion? Recommendate, do not say cotton or sugar beets or sugar cane. Don't do it. Anything else is fair game, but not those 3. Oh, excuse me.
Well, we did promise Shark, though, a poplar field for him to harvest all by himself.
Yeah, we'll do that. We already know how we're gonna do that. Hey, perfect timing. Potato. I knew potatoes were gonna get thrown in there when I nixed all of the other PITA crops.
Well, then we could also do onions or carrots in field 4.
Or peanuts.
Yeah, or peanuts again, because we do need to stockpile some more peanuts.
We could do peanuts again. I'm not averse to peanuts. Although I can
Peanuts
tell you
and potatoes.
I can tell you right now, there's not much in the way of seed in this harvester. Or in this plant harvester.
I'd hope there's not seed in the harvester. If there is, we got a problem.
Unless
What?
it's sunflower seed.
Wasabi? No, this isn't Clarkson's farm. We're not going to send FF off to London to try to sell our wasabi and then get nothing for it.
Thank you for the burger, Mr. Swede.
Oh, Mr. Swede, thank you so much.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
Very generous of you, my friend. Big shout out to Mr. Swede, everybody.
Thank you.
Such a good guy. Really? Really? Stop. Thank you. Beetroot. I think beetroot and sugar beets are the same thing. Call me crazy. All right.
Don't think so.
All right. So our options are hemp, coffee, cranberry, lavender, poppies, mustard, rye, tobacco, clover, corn, sunflowers, sugar beets, cotton, hops, carrots, onions, peanuts, wheat, barley, and all the traditionals. Sorghum, millet, rice. So we do have a few.
No idea, Bradley.
Oh, thank you,
Gotta vote
Mr.
for
Sweet.
peanuts.
Yeah, I think we're Oh, peanuts need to go in field 4, though, because of the soil type, right?
I think that's what we determined, yes.
Bloodshot Gamers throwing out a vote for hemp, since we made a bunch of money off of it the last time.
That's right. It took us a while to sell it, but we did make a boatload of money.
Although, to be fair, we do have a hemp field planted already. But there's nothing wrong with having 2.
No, nothing wrong at all with having 2 hemp fields planted. Although I do have a problem now.
What's your problem? You're out of lime?
I'm out of lime.
That's no surprise. Yeah, cranberries need to be in a bog, technically speaking. But we could we've done those quite a few times. Oh, there you go, Mr. Swede. Get some Swedish off the grid action going. Wilhelmina Forest. I hope you enjoy your forestry, my friend. Oh, we got to vote for canola. Cheeseburger with roasted green pepper and mushrooms. That sounds good too. Probably, Eric. I expect a good year that it will take for all of that to come back into line again. It's so frustrating. Oh. Well, we have a hemp field, but you know what? I'm already set up for hemp, so I think that's what we're going to go with. I did not say helper. Man, what I just keep hitting the wrong button. It's my fault. My fault. I own it. That's the button I wanted. Thank you.
We do have 2 votes for rice.
Oh, we did have 2 votes for. I'm sorry, I missed that. Oh, we just got 2 votes for rice.
Yes, we just got 2 votes for rice. Not too late to swap over, but
All right, for something different, I'll go back and replant this. You only get 1 vote, Bradley. Nice try though.
yep, 1 vote per person.
I think rice we left in the silo, we ended up using that to make seed.
I think we did too, because it was the cheapest crop or something like that.
Yeah, it was the lowest price crop we had out an abundance of, so we put it all into our seed maker.
Right. Because you can't make rice flour on this map.
Yeah, I know I need to make a track. There we go. Now we should be off and running. Rice it is. Grilled pork steak, fried onions, button mushrooms, and a cream sauce with a side of fries. Oh, man, you guys are killing me. Just killing me. Oh, now we get votes for corn. I'm not switching again. We're doing rice in big field 3, and we're going to do peanuts again in field number 4. That's it. The voting has closed. Thank you all for participating.
Yes, thank you for your participation.
All right, Sprue, when you get your potatoes done, you let us know. We want a full report on that potato harvest. Oh, you mean we should do potatoes?
Yeah, we might do potatoes another time, but not right now.
Bloodshot Gamer is another one of my off the grid fans. Glad to hear you enjoy that, man. And all of those crazy characters. My friend Marilyn was lecturing me yesterday when I talked to her about that crazy lady from across the lake and why was I letting her into my life, because she obviously has troubles. And like, Marilyn, I'm just telling the story, dear. Oh God, one strip for each crop. No, thank you. Eric, I actually do think we can make molasses. I think our sugar mill will kick out molasses. Yep. We need sugar cane and sugar beets in order to make molasses, and I'll tell you what. No, we're not doing sugar cane. Not unless we absolutely have to, and even then, we might end up bringing in some mods to make it far less painful.
Might just buy it in if we have to.
There you go. Sugarcane is some rough action, and nobody wants to watch us do that for 4 hours. Believe me.
Don't. I mean, there is an import-export place on this map. Well, in our group of mods.
There is an import-export. That's absolutely
They might
true.
be able to get us some sugarcane.
Oh crap, I just accidentally planted rice right there. Oh well, we'll plant over it.
It's okay, I'm coming up the field with peanuts.
Excellent.
You are starting on the side that's already been limed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
How is the Cotton Queen? Well, last I checked, she was still in the hospital recuperating from a concussion, but otherwise, I guess she's okay. The cotton got harvested and delivered, and Kevin actually drove off with the cotton harvester last episode to see if he thought he had a line on somebody who wanted to buy it. So Graham, it just depends on the game and whatever algorithm they have in there to determine the length of time. It can rain for a whole day.
I've seen it rain for as little as 10 to 15 minutes. And I've seen it rain for as long as 5 days.
Ouch.
And that's base game. With seasons, it can get even funkier.
Well, I don't think I'll be giving her a visit. I might send her some flowers. We'll see. No. Yeah, she's still married. I don't care what her problems with her husband are, as long as she's got that wedding ring on or that license. Harv ain't going near that. Oh. So it's been raining for 2 days. Wow, that's impressive, actually. Frustrating, I'm sure, but impressive. I've never seen it rain for more than a day. Personally. Seasons notwithstanding. Seasons is a whole other ball game. But base game, I've never seen it rain for more than a day.
I've seen it rain for 5 base game.
Wow. That I would like to see. I almost wish I could get it to do that. I could use that in the storyline sometime.
Liming complete.
Outstanding. Trying to think what else we've got to do.
You know what I just thought about?
What's that?
Since peanuts grow better on the soil type like in Field 4,
Yeah.
it also grows better on the soil type that's over there in our grass field.
Right.
What if we plowed up the grass field after the next cut and planted the whole thing in peanuts?
We will take that under advisement.
Well, I know you had mentioned before that, it doesn't have to be the grass field the whole time.
That's true. Hey, new subscriber Loxius. Loxius, welcome to Harvesworld. Glad to have you with us, man. If you're watching the stream, welcome. No, that's not a bad idea. We'll see. The thing is, we wouldn't even have to. Well, no, we don't even have to plow it up. We've got direct drills. We can plant straight into the grass.
Oh yeah, that's true too. We could do that.
Because grass is just a cover crop. In fact, did you know that that's actually a fairly common practice? That people will grow a cover crop like oilseed radish or even rye or wheat sometimes, and then they'll come in and plant right over the top of it with the actual crop they want to grow.
Liming is done.
Harving the cotton queen. I don't know. I don't even want to know what happened with her and her husband. I'll be honest. That's her business. I do not want to get mixed up in it. Nope. I'll help her out if she needs a place to stay, but I'm not going to be a participant in whatever problems they're having. I'm pretty sure sugarcane had a reason to be. That reason is most likely that Giants got a contract with the companies that build sugarcane harvesters and sugarcane equipment, and they needed to add it to their game. They are supporting their sponsors. This crop brought to you by I didn't start nothing. She came over and asked me. And somebody asked about her, and I just said, last I heard, she was in the hospital with a concussion. You guys are killing me. Sugarcane will grow back no matter what map you're on, Bradley. Sugarcane is a perpetual crop. It will never stop growing. Harvest it, it will come back every time. Poplars do the same thing, actually. All right, guys. Well, the sun's going down on our farm, and we just got to get it planted up. That's pretty much the last of the work we need to get done for the day anyway. We actually got an extra hour in today. That's pretty spectacular. And it's been great conversation. You guys have been awesome today. Absolutely awesome. I mean, you are every day. Don't get me wrong, but today was especially good. You guys, Caveman, FF, you guys have any final thoughts?
Not really, other than I hope to see you at the next stream on Wednesday.
There you go.
And if
Everybody-
not Wednesday, next Sunday.
Everybody enjoy their week, and I'll see you all Sunday.
There you go. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for us. If you've enjoyed the stream, please don't forget to hit that like button. It does help a little bit. And as always, we very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. Until next time, you all take care.